Hello dear students, today we will start our new chapter. So that's one is wave optics. Dear students, you already know that ray optics, you already studied about reflection, refraction and dispersion. In a wave optics, we will study about next three properties of light. One is polarization, diffraction, another one is interference. Okay, so total in a wave optics we will study about three phenomenon of a light. Okay dear students, in a wave optics, so wave optics means it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of wave behavior of a light. So here, suppose if you consider that this one is a water surface. If you make any disturbance in a water surface, then what happens? So here we get vibrating particles. It means vibrating particles. It means vibration of these particles in all direction. For example, here we consider that this one is a water surface. If you make any disturbance on a water surface, then what happens? So these particles start to vibrate in all direction. The same way, if you make any disturbance on a water surface, then what happens? So here we get a number of particles start to vibrate in all direction. These particles start to vibrate in all direction. Yes. Okay, so these particles, suppose here we consider that a particle. So this one is a single particle. So this particle distance from this point of disturbance is x. Suppose here we consider that another particle and its distance we consider that x from a source of a point. Another one, it means a number of particle if we consider that okay, so here we consider that a number of particles and it's a disturbance from a focus of a point or point of a source. So that's one we consider that x. It means a distance of these particles from a focus point. So that's one is a x. Okay, so this reason here we get so one circle, and suppose here we consider that a number of particles. And here we consider that a number of particles, and those distance we consider that so the xo and x1 and x3 is okay. All distance of particles from a source of a point is remains same. It means vibration of particle, vibration of these particle in a same distance from a locus point or point of a source. So this reason here this vibration of particle in a constant phase, in a single phase of a vibration. Yes, so these particles vibrate at a constant phase, and these particles are vibrate at a constant phase, and these particles are vibrate at a constant phase. So this reason, so here these vibration of particle at a constant phase we consider that a wavefront. Vibration of these particle at a constant phase. So phase means it is a position of particle at a particular interval of a time. Okay, so this one is position of a particle at particular interval of a time, and this is also for example, so this particle position, and here position of particle we consider that x in 1 second, and this position is also x in 1 second. Then what happens? This particle changes its position, then a time value is also changes. So this reason phase we consider that It is a position of a particle at a particular interval of a time. Okay, so these particles vibrate in a constant phase, in a single phase. So that's when we consider that a wave front. So this reason, so wave front, it means source of a constant phase. It is a surface of a constant phase. Surface of a constant phase, we consider that a wave front. Yes, so wavefront means it is a surface of a constant phase, surface of a constant phase, or vibration of particle in a constant phase or same phase. So that's when we consider that a wavefront. Okay, so this one is one wavefront, another wavefront, and this one is another wavefront. Yes, so wavefront means it is a surface at a constant phase. So that's when we consider that a wavefront. Okay, so different wavefronts are there. So here totally we consider that three types of a wavefront. Different types of wavefront. The first one, spherical wavefront, and the second one, cylindrical wavefront, and the third one, plane wavefront. Yes, so total here we consider that three wavefront. The first one is a spherical wavefront, and the second one cylindrical wavefront, and the third one plane wavefront. Okay, the first one we consider that a spherical wavefront. Mainly, so these different wavefront depends upon a point of a source or point of a disturbance or a locus point. Suppose here we consider that a spherical wavefront. So spherical wavefront produce a point source. It is produce a point source. For example, here, so this one is a source of a point or a locus point. A single point produce a spherical wavefront. It means a point of a source produce a spherical wavefront. Yes, so here we consider that only single point of source, and here we get a point of it means here we get a wavefront. So shape of this wavefront we consider that a spherical wavefront. It means a spherical in shape. Yes, it means suppose here we consider that this one is a point, and here we get a wavefront. It means a spherical in shape. So here we consider that a circular shape. But here suppose in water exact middle, if you make any disturbance, then what happens? So these surrounding particles start to vibrating. So this reason here we get a complete spherical in shape of a wavefront. Yes, it means a point source produce a spherical wavefront. Point source produce a spherical wavefront at infinite distance. At a infinite distance. Or sorry, at a finite distance. Okay, so next one, cylindrical wavefront. So cylindrical wavefront means a linear source produce a cylindrical wavefront. So here point source produce a spherical wavefront. Linear source produce a cylindrical wavefront. It means for example here in a water surface, inside this water if you consider that a linear source, then what happens? So surrounding particles start to vibrating. Yes, suppose if you consider that so this one is a linear source, so surrounding particles start to vibrating. Yes, it means we get one cylindrical shape of a wavefront. Yes, so this one is a linear source, and here, so surrounding particles start to vibrate. Yes, so surrounding particles start to vibrate. It means we get one cylindrical shape of a wavefront. Yes, it means a linear source produce cylindrical wavefront and point source produce spherical wavefront. Okay, so next one we consider that a plane wavefront. So plane wavefront means it is a part of cylindrical or a spherical wavefront. It is a part of cylindrical or a spherical wavefront. For example, here if you make a one particular part, so here we get a one plane surface. Suppose here one plane surface. Suppose here we consider that this one is, if you make one part, it means so here we get a one plane surface. Sorry, so this one is a one part plane surface, one part plane surface. For example, here, so these are ray of light, and this one we consider that a plane wavefront. So this one is one plane and this one is another plane. So this one we consider that a plane wavefront. It is a part of this spherical or a cylindrical wavefront. Okay, so here next one, ray of light, or we consider that a ray. It means, so this ray is always perpendicular to the wavefront. Suppose if you consider that a light or ray of a light, so this ray of light is always perpendicular to wavefront. For example, here, okay, so this one, or we consider that this one, this one, this one, this one. Here we consider that a number of rays are there. So these rays always perpendicular to this wavefront. And here also we consider that, so this one is a plane wavefront, and here, so these are, we consider that a ray of a light. Okay, so these are perpendicular to the plane wavefront. Suppose here we consider that these are ray of a light. So this one is perpendicular to this wavefront. It means a cylindrical wavefront. It means a ray is always perpendicular to the wavefront. And these ray of a light, almost all we consider that outward in direction. Outward in a direction. For example, here point of a source, and these are, we consider that rays of a light. So direction of this light we consider that outward in direction. Suppose inward direction means we consider that a converging beam, and outward direction, suppose outward direction we consider that a diverging beam. Yes, so these light rays of light meeting at a single point. For example, here we consider that so this one is a spherical wavefront. It means a number of light rays meeting at a point. Okay, so this one we consider that a converging beam. Suppose here we consider that number of wavefront. So these are, we consider that a ray of a light, and this one we consider that a diverging beam. Suppose if you consider that in a plane, so this one is a plane wavefront. In plane wavefront always we consider that a parallel beam of a light. It means a parallel beam, and this one is a converging beam. It means a spherical wavefront is there. It means so here we get a converging beam, and here we get a diverging beam. Suppose if we consider that a plane is, so plane wavefront, here we get always a parallel beam. Suppose if we consider that a cylindrical is, okay, so cylindrical, so here we get so these directions are outward in the direction. Okay. And next one, suppose point of a source, we consider that a locus point is, so this source of a point produce wavelets. It means different wavefront is Okay, next one, wavelets. So wavelets emerges from a wavefront. Wavelets emerges from a wavefront. For example, here we consider that so this one is a one wavefront. Yes, and here we consider that one locus point present on a wavefront. Yes, so this locus point produce secondary waves. Okay, another one point produce secondary waves, another point produce secondary waves. Okay, and here tangent draw along these secondary waves. Here we get a new wavefront. Yes, it means so wavefront. It means a wavefront always emerges from a wavelets always emerges from a wavefront. Okay, so here next concept, Huygens principle of a secondary wavelets. Okay, so Huygens principle of a secondary. It means every point on a wavefront produces secondary wavelets. Every point on a wavelets produces secondary wavelets. It means every point on a wavefront produces secondary wavelets. It means, for example, here point source and here we get a spherical wavefront. Okay, so this one is a one point present on this spherical wavefront, another point present on a spherical wavefront, another point present on a spherical wavefront, another point present on a spherical wavefront. Okay, so these point produce secondary wavelets. Yes, it means so here if you make any disturbance on a wavefront, here we get another one wave. Yes, okay, another one wave, another one wave, another one wave. Yes, so these are we consider that a fresh locus point on a wavefront. Yes, so this reason every point on a wavefront produces secondary wavelets. So these are secondary wavelets. So wavelets, it means wavelets means so these wavelets emerges from a wavefront. So these wavelets, it means secondary wavelets always emerges from a wavefront. So this one is a wavefront and these are we consider that wavelets. It means secondary wavelets. So this reason every point on a wavefront produce new secondary wavelets. So these are secondary wavelets. And these wavelets spread out in the speed of waves, spread out in the speed of light. So this one we consider that a first point of a Huygens principle of a secondary wavelets. So wavelets means so wavelets always emerges from a wavefront. Yes. So secondary wavelets, so these are we consider that secondary wavelets. How to produce this secondary wavelets? If any point present on a wavefront, so those point produce secondary wavelets. So this reason any point present on a wavefront produce new secondary wavelets, Okay, if you perpendicular line draw along this secondary wavelets, then we will get a new wavefront. Yes, if you draw tangent along this secondary wavelets, then here we get a new wavefront. The first point, the point present on a wavefront. So those are produced secondary wavelets. If a tangent draw along these secondary wavelets, then we will get a new wavefront. Okay, so this one is a Huygens principle. Suppose if you consider that, so this one is a new wavefront. If you make any disturbance on this point, again we get a secondary wavelets. Again, if you draw tangent along this secondary wavelength, then again we will get a new wavefront. Okay, thank you.